Welcome to Evening Prime. Scamsters selling big money dreams through stock trading and cyber frauds have duped hundreds of people of crores of rupees, and Assam has of late been the epicenter of this mega crime. I will soon be joined by Guwahati Police Commissioner DIGANTA BARAH in the studios, and also joining me will be cyber and stockbroking experts. I am Wasbir Hussain. First, the headlines.
Royal Global University presents News Headlines. Badhega Northeast, tabhi to badhega Northeast.
Crackdown on online trading scams and cyber frauds intensified in Assam. 5 masterminds arrested in a span of 24 hours. Bishal Fukan sent to 3-day police custody. Influencer Sumi Bora continues to be on the run. Centre's big push in the region, end of insurgency in Tripura as NLFT and ATTF sign historic tripartite peace agreement in Delhi. Union Home Minister Amit Shah lauds accord. Tragedy strikes Nagaland. 6 killed as multiple landslides hit state. Connectivity between Dimapur and Kohima disrupted. Panic buying witnessed in Kohima. And Sikkim cut off from rest of the nation once again as National Highway 10 hit by fresh landslides.
Evening Prime is brought to you by
Yamaha Gen FC, Lord of the Streets,
and
Patanjali Dant Kanti, full fresh.
The Assam police is continuing its intensive crackdown on online trading scams and cyber frauds. A total of 38 arrests have been made in the last 24 hours, with 5 big scamsters landing in police nets since yesterday. Dibrugarh resident Bishal Fukan, accused of duping investors of around Rs 2,000 crore, was produced in a local court today. He was remanded to 3-day police custody. However, his alleged associate Sumi Bora, who is an actress and influencer, continues to be on the run. Meanwhile, among the arrests made in the last 24 hours, 8 are from Tejpur, 12 from Hailakandi, 6 from Rupohihat, and 2 each from Dhubri and Jorhat. Assam police has decoded the modus operandi of these scamsters who dupe gullible people with promise of fixed high returns. Some startling facts have come to the fore from the probe into the scams so far. Moving to Tripura, a historic tripartite agreement was signed in New Delhi today, marking the end of insurgency in Tripura. A memorandum of settlement was signed by the centre and the Tripura government with Tripura-based rebel groups, the National Liberation Front of Tripura or NLFT and the All Tripura Tiger Force or ATTF. The signing took place in New Delhi in presence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha and Tripura Motha founder Pradyut Debbarma, among others. With the signing of the accord, as many as 328 cadres of the NLFT and ATTF are set to join the mainstream. Speaking at the signing-in ceremony, Home Minister Amit Shah said that the centre will ensure full implementation of the accord. Home Minister Shah also lauded NLFT and ATTF members for deciding to join the mainstream after their long struggle of 35 years.
जब से मोदी जी देश के प्रधानमंत्री बने तब से शांति और संवाद के माध्यम से सक्षम और विकसित नॉर्थ ईस्ट की कल्पना उन्होंने देश के सामने रखी है। और नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लोगों और दिल्ली के बीच में एक बड़ा फासला था। ये फासला उन्होंने एक प्रकार से रोड, रेल और विमानों से जोड़कर तो दूर किया ही किया, परंतु साथ में दिलों का फासला भी दूर करने का काम हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने किया है। अष्टलक्ष्मी कंसेप्ट और पूर्वोदय, ये दोनों को मिल मिलाकर पूरे नॉर्थ ईस्ट का, त्रिपुरा समेत नॉर्थ ईस्ट का विकास का एक संकल्प जो भारत सरकार ने लिया है, उसमें आज एक बहुत बड़े माइलस्टोन को पार करने में हम आज सफल हुए हैं। आज NLFT और ऑल त्रिपुरा टाइगर फोर्स इससे सरेंडर होने से, ये समझौता होने से लगभग 328 से ज्यादा सशस्त्र कैडर आज मेन स्ट्रीम में आएंगे, उनके परिवार के साथ रह पाएंगे, भारत के नागरिक होने का गौरव भी प्राप्त करेंगे और विकसित त्रिपुरा में अपना योगदान भी दे जाएंगे। भारत सरकार ने तय किया है कि सारे शांति समझौते जो होंगे उसमें उस क्षेत्र के विकास और हथियार उठाने के कारणों को निर्मूल करने के लिए हम हृदय से संवेदनशीलता के साथ प्रयास करेंगे। हमने 250 करोड़ रुपए का पैकेज इस क्षेत्र के विकास के लिए एक मंजूर किया है, जिससे आपके मन में जो कसक थी कि एक क्षेत्र का, विशेषकर आदिवासी क्षेत्र के विकास के लिए कुछ हो नहीं रहा था, वो कसक को हम समाप्त कर पाएंगे। मित्रों, आज का ये समझौता 12वां समझौता है नॉर्थ ईस्ट के।
All right. Meanwhile, Tipra Motor founder and royal scion Pradyut Debbarma, who was instrumental in ensuring the signing of the tripartite peace accord, said that the signing marked end of insurgency in Tripura.
हमारे आज जो त्रिपुरा में जो इंसर्जेंट ग्रुप्स थे उनका आज पीस टॉक्स हुआ है और पीस एग्रीमेंट भी हो चुका है और मैं आभारी हूं कि होम मिनिस्ट्री का कि उन्होंने हमारे त्रिपुरा में जो हमारे जनजातीय का समस्या है उनको समझकर उन्होंने आज ये एग्रीमेंट साइन किया है। 328 लोगों ने आज इस पीस एग्रीमेंट साइन करके वो मेन स्ट्रीम में आ चुके हैं और शायद लगभग 170 लोग और जो भी बाहर में है वो भी थोड़े दिन के बाद लौट आएंगे। और ये एग्रीमेंट के बाद हमारा एक दिशा जो है, क्योंकि त्रिपुरा के जो स्थानीय लोग हैं, जो इंडिजिनस ट्राइबल्स हैं, उनके अंदर एक पीड़ा है कि 75 साल के बाद भी आज हमें अपने ज़मीन के लिए, हमारे भाषा के लिए और हमारे कल्चर के लिए, हमारे पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिक और संवैधानिक राइट्स के लिए हमेशा लड़ना पड़ता है, झगड़ना पड़ता है। तो आज गृह मंत्री जी ने ये बात को स्वीकार किया है और कहा है कि हमको आगे बढ़ना है और हमारे जनजातियों को संग लेकर हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे। 35 साल में NLFT का हुआ है, लेकिन अगर आप त्रिपुरा के इंसर्जेंसी को देखेंगे तो ये 1960 से चल रहा है। ये पहली बार होगा कि 1963 के बाद त्रिपुरा में कंप्लीटली आज कोई भी इंसर्जेंट ग्रुप नहीं रहा।
All right, tragedy struck Nagaland today as at least 6 people were killed in a massive landslide at Ferima village between Dimapur and Kohima. Multiple landslides also disrupted the National Highway 29 that connects Dimapur to Kohima and Manipur. However, authorities maintain that alternate routes connecting the state capital are still functional. As per sources, one of the landslides occurred between Pagala Pahar and Ferima village. A large chunk of a hill broke off, burying houses and vehicles and destroying business establishments along the route. The other landslide that occurred at Chamukidima district, just near the police check gate, has also cut off the highway. Commuters have been advised against plying on the road. Police and local administration have informed commuters that the construction of the road is likely to take a while. Among the deceased are 5 men and 1 woman. In case of emergency, people have been asked to take the Newland Jadima route. Police in Kohima, Dimapur and Chamukidima, as well as the local organizations, have been working round the clock, and all efforts are underway to clear the highway. The impact of the landslide can be clearly seen as people in Kohima throng fuel outlets to fill their tanks. The landslides have sparked panic among people, giving rise to speculations about likely hike in prices of goods in the state capital. And in the wake of the devastating landslide at Ferima village, Chief Minister Nephew Rio has convened an emergency meeting and took stock of the situation on the National Highway 29. Extending his condolences to the families of the deceased, Chief Minister Rio informed that the government is providing emergency services and ex gratia. He has also urged citizens to heed to official advisories. And in Sikkim, National Highway 10, which connects Sikkim to the rest of India, has been closed again due to severe damage at key points including 6th Mile and the 8th Mile near Meli. The road's integrity has been compromised by ongoing erosion and landslides. District Magistrate of Kalimpong, West Bengal, Balasubramaniam T issued an urgent notice highlighting the need for immediate repairs. The highway will remain closed until further notice, with only repair vehicles permitted. All right, we'll go for a short break. Don't go away. Coming after the break, we'll have Notice Tonight. We will discuss how scamsters are scamming the Gullible in Assam. Joining me at the studios is Guwahati Police Commissioner Mr. Diganta BARAH. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
প্ৰকাশ পালে সেপ্টেম্বৰ মাহৰ আইনা জীৱনৰ অতি শীঘ্ৰেই আপোনাৰ কপিটো সংগ্ৰহ কৰক।
আরে ভাই এনে নাম্বার 1 কন্ট্রাক্টর হইছো নেকি? সৰুকালৰ পৰাই ব্যৱসায় কৰি আছো। সৰ্বোত্তম টিএমটি
এইটো মাইথান ষ্টিল নহয়,
সস্তা হয় বস।
ষ্ট্ৰং মানে
মাইথান ষ্টিল
ঠিক।
হাত ধুই আহোঁ ৰ'বা। চাবোনৰ ঠাইত হেণ্ডৱাছ? মোহনৰ প্ৰমোচন হৈ গ'ল নেকি?
স্যাভলন হ্যান্ড ওয়াশটো আমার সদায় চলে।
মাত্ৰ 10 টকাতে 200 ml হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ বনাওক। স্যাভলন পাউডাৰ টু জেল হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ জনছৰ প্ৰবচাই মান বঢ়ায়।
आरसीएफ दालमिया सीमेंट है आरसीएफ एक्सपर्ट, यानी रूफ, कॉलम और फाउंडेशन एक्सपर्ट। दालमिया सीमेंट, आरसीएफ स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग।
আরে সেলফি পয়েন্ট পোলা আকো তালৈকে যাও।
মা প্রথমে এইটো
হিমালয়া পিউৰিফাইং নিম ফেচ ৱাশ, পিম্পলৰ অৰিজিনেল সলিউশন। সৰু পেক কেৱল 15 টকাত।
Eight states at your fingertips. The real voice of the region. Watch Notice Live. Your station, your voice. Evening Prime with Wasbir Hussain.
অসম চৰকাৰৰ স্বাস্থ্য বিভাগ, মেডিকেল এডুকেশ্যন ৰিচাৰ্চ ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট আৰু শ্ৰীমন্ত শংকৰদেৱা ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছে আগবঢ়াইছে 3টাকৈ সুকীয়া পাঠ্যক্ৰম: বেচেলৰ ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি, বেচেলৰ অফ ফিজিঅ'থেৰাপি আৰু ডিপ্ল'মা ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি। অত্যাধুনিক লেবৰেটৰীৰ সুবিধা আৰু অভিজ্ঞ ফেকাল্টিৰে শিক্ষাদান কৰা নীলাচল এডুকেশ্যন ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন ট্ৰাষ্টৰ অধীনত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ পাঠ্যক্ৰমসমূহৰ
Coming up from the Northeast Live Studios in Guwahati, Northeast Tonight with Wasbir Hussain.
Assam has been gripped by massive stock broking scams and cyber frauds. A well-organized pan-India operation that also has international linkages has duped hundreds of gullible people of cash amounting to up to rupees 3,000 crore. The unearthing of the rupees 2,000 crore online stock market investment scam orchestrated by Dibrugarh resident Vishal Fukan and the recent disappearance of the owner of DB stockbroking company Dipankar Burman, who is accused of duping investors of around rupees 400 crores, have shocked the state. Add to this the arrest of Tezpur resident Hemen Rabha, accused of duping people to the tune of rupees 300 crore through online trading, and apprehension of Bhaskar Bhushan Barua, who allegedly duped people of around rupees 10 crore, and Ranjit Kakoti from Dibrugarh explains the gravity of the situation. Besides, the busting of an international cyber fraud racket in Guwahati yesterday relating to huge illegal transactions through mule accounts indicates the extent of the menace. In fact, figures accessed by Northeast Live shows that 7,404 cases have been registered in Assam in connection with financial fraud in 2024 alone, with the total fraud amount being rupees 35 crore. The developments prompted Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma to warn people against fraudulent online investments, even as he directed the police to intensify the crackdown. Around 40 people have been arrested so far from across Assam as the state police cracked the whip against online trading and investment scams. But the big question is the sudden crackdown enough? On this show tonight, we have breaking updates relating to the cyber frauds and online trading scams. Let's look at it one by one. The first breaking news, viewers: a doctor in Assam has been duped of rupees 3 crore 97 lakhs in the online investment scam. The doctor was trapped into making the investment in exchange of high returns. However, the scheme and the app through which the investment was made turned out to be fraudulent. The duped doctor had no option but to approach the Assam CID, which managed to get rupees 42 lakh reverted to his account. This is not all. We have more breaking news coming in. Sources have informed Northeast Live that mails with fake signatures of the Intelligence Bureau officials were sent to senior government officials in Assam, accusing them of watching child pornography. The senders of the so-called SOCO's notice warned the officials to pay a fine or get arrested. What is shocking is that the documents sent look genuine, with letterheads and signatures of even the IB director, which of course were fake. Several of these officers have since got in touch with the Assam police. Northeast Live has also learnt of another incident wherein a mother fainted after she received a call that her son had been accused of rape and would be arrested soon if a certain amount is not paid. The caller even said that her son was currently in a police station. Sources said that the scamsters even made a video calls in police uniform to dupe the victims. So all this indicates that there is a sinister organized campaign going on to dupe the people of Assam and elsewhere by these very well organized scamsters. Let me welcome at this point the Guwahati Police Commissioner, Mr. Diganta BARAH. Mr. Diganta BARAH, welcome to the Northeast Live studios. Now, as you have seen, the Guwahati Police has launched a crackdown. You have arrested at least one stock broking scamster, if I may use the word, so far. You have also got wind of a lot of people engaged in these activities. Yesterday you said that 600 cases have been registered by people as far as cyber crime is concerned in Guwahati itself. Can you tell us what is the modus operandi of these people? How serious is this problem?
See, there are different kinds of fraud going on. One is related to cyber crime. So, in cyber crime related incidents, the cyber criminals, they resort to different kinds of tactics to first threaten the targeted person, and finally they force them to pay. So, one of the common tactics is APDCL scam. So, APDCL scam, it's very simple. We all have prepaid meters in our residences. Suddenly we get a text message or a call from someone saying that the meter is going to be disconnected because the balance has expired. And without thinking anything, without having a second thought, any common person will think of recharging it.
Yeah.
So when they recharge, then only after some time they check whether the recharge has been shown in our meter or not. So at that point of time they realize that the reading is same. So then they start thinking who was the person who called up or what was the message about. So then they realize that it was a fraud call. Second, what you have already mentioned now, in our term we call it digital arrest. Suddenly one call will come saying that the son is arrested by any police agency, be it in Delhi or in Mumbai, or the daughter is arrested. If it is son, they will say that he is accused of rape.
Yeah.
And if it is daughter, then they will say that she is accused of any drug related cases. So some parents, they panic and they don't even think of calling their son or daughter. So their main target is to save their son and daughter at that point of time. So these scamsters, they exploit that delicate situation of the parents and they start demanding. They take the parents into their trap, saying that we will compromise the case provided you pay this many amounts or this much amounts. So after finally the parents decide to pay just to get their son or daughter out of any
situation.
Problem. So in one of such incidents, one of our retired government employee ultimately end up paying 85 lakhs.
85 lakhs?
85 lakhs, because first installment he paid, next stage the scamsters came out with some other excuses, again this person had to pay, again they came up with the third excuse. So finally when he paid 85 lakhs, then when these scamsters started asking more money, then only at that point of time he decided to approach police. So at that point of time only he realized.
What was the case? What was told to him that his son
his son is a very brilliant guy studying in Guwahati IIT, and this person is a retired government servant from our Assam Secretariat. So he's around 70 plus. So suddenly he got a call saying that your son is in our custody and he's accused of rape cases.
Right.
And just to convince the person more, in the background there was some sound of someone screaming that save me, save me. And some police people were, beating him. And this person who made the call, in the WhatsApp call, in that photograph, one person in uniform was appearing.
So it's absolutely well organized.
Well organized. And this person, the targeted person, the retired government employee, at that point of time, he did not even think of making a phone call to his son to confirm whether he is all right or not. Whereas this person is in Guwahati, and the caller did not mention about the name. He just said that we are calling from police and your son is in our custody and he is accused of rape.
Right.
So this is another digital arrest. Another tactics they adopt is regarding custom officials or any revenue officials or any enforcement agency calling from places like Mumbai Custom or Delhi Custom or Chennai Custom. Suddenly this caller will call up the targeted person saying that there is a consignment in the cover of that consignment, your address is written, your Aadhaar card details are given, and when we checked in our custom checking, we got to know that there are some contrabands inside that consignment, and you are in trouble, and we have registered a case against you, and if you want to compromise that case, you will have to pay this much. So a lot of people ended up paying money, and after making payment only they came to realize that it was all about cyber fraud. You already mentioned about mule accounts.
Yeah.
Normally, all cybercrime related payments are made through online, and this online payment go to a particular bank account. So immediately after getting that payment from the targeted person, they rotate that amount to different bank accounts, so that it becomes difficult for the investigating agency to find out the trail of money. So all these cyber criminals, they require several thousands of bank accounts to run their criminal activities. Initially,
they shift the money from one account to another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Initially, they used to open a lot of accounts in fake names and fake details. But now all bank officials, bank authorities, they have become more careful, and they think twice to open an account. Now they require bank accounts in the name of genuine persons.
Yes.
So for that, they have employed different agents in different areas. Even in Guwahati, there are a lot of agents who are working to collect bank account details in the name of genuine persons. So what do these agents do? These agents, they approach gullible persons, people belonging to lower economic strata, people who are in need of money, people who are illiterate. So these agents, they try to convince that person to open a bank account by providing his or her Aadhaar card details, PAN card, photograph and personal details. Interestingly, the linked registered phone number which is to be provided to the bank authority, this particular phone number while opening an account is provided by these agents. For that, they have several spare SIM cards which they have procured by providing fake names from these mobile service providers.
Right.
Once someone agrees to open a bank account, he is also promised some amount of money. Sometimes they pay 5,000, sometimes they go up to 10,000 or 15,000. These agents to the person concerned, and that person is an unsuspicious person. He believes that if I give my account details to this person to for some purpose, then every month I will be getting 5,000 or 10,000 from this person. So this is kind of hiring my bank account to someone else.
Yeah.
So ultimately, these agents, after opening the bank account, they collect the instant account kit, which contains ATM card, which contains checkbook and passbook. They collect all such account kits and finally pass on all these kits to their associates who are sitting either in Punjab or Dubai. We have we have found linked up to Dubai.
Right.
So they pass it on to their associates who are sitting elsewhere and operating from there. They activate these accounts in mobile banking, and they finally take these accounts and ask their targeted people to pay in these accounts. So whenever we receive any complaint from any victim of cybercrime, we start the money looking for the money trail. First, we go to a particular account. When we look for that particular account details, we get a name, we get an address. When we approach that person, then only we come to know that he even doesn't know what is happening with his account. Somebody else is operating his account.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we reach a roadblock. Beyond that, we do not know where to move. So all these accounts are called mule accounts, and all mule accounts are collected by agents who are operating in different villages, different towns, different cities. In Guwahati only, we have detected so many gullible persons who have opened their accounts and hired their accounts to somebody.
Now, I want to draw your attention. Nowadays, to facilitate opening of accounts, the banks and the authorities, they have come up with something called the customer service points, CSPs. Now, the customer service points, because those people who are not very familiar with banking operations, etc., they come up with customer service points. So you go, you are unsuspecting person, you give all your documents, and the customer service point agent, you will keep all your documents. And do you think customer service point people are also one of the prime suspects in this kind of?
We cannot rule out involvement of bank officials in this whole nexus. There may be possibilities of involvement of bank officials, but generally not all bank officials are involved, but some of them may be involved in such nefarious activities.
Right.
But what we have realized after interacting with the gullible people who have given their accounts on hire to some other people who are using it for cybercrime, They said that they were approached by these persons, they were offered money, promised money, monthly return, and without suspecting anything, they went on their own to the bank branches, opened the accounts, and they have given handed over the kit to that person concerned. So there are a lot of people.
Right. Now, we have arrested. I'll ask my producers to show all those people who have been arrested or on the run in this particular case. Now, lot of people are now saying basically that do you think there are kingpins to this? Do you think we are now know about the DB stock person Dipankar Burman, who is we'll show those visuals of Dipankar Burman who is on the run. We have arrested Bisal Fukan in Dibrugarh. Then we have arrested Sapnanil Das in Guwahati. Then we have arrested Hemen Rabha in Hemen Rabha has been arrested in this Teshpur. And we have also arrested another person, Rajesh Kakoti and Bhaskar Bhushan Phukan. Now the point is, are these random people who are doing this on their own, or there is a network going on? You said that you have traced some of the links till Dubai. Is there an organized crime, and is Assam one of the target areas? What is your reading?
See, before that, during the opening remark, you mentioned about online trading app scam.
Yes.
So this is again another cybercrime activities which are going on in social media platform, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, be it any other social media platform. A lot of these cyber criminals are exploiting social media addiction of a lot of people, and by doing that they are just looting money from the gullible people.
Right.
In social media platform, we get to see a lot of such websites or links or apps which normally to our eyes appear that this is a basically an training module, or some kind of
for stockbroking, training module for stock
prediction about stockbroking and trading. So this looks very, very deceptive. These apps are very, very deceptive. Once somebody suppose gets interested to know about stockbroking, know about share trading, so they register in those applications, those apps. So once they are registered, they are redirected to some group. So in that group, there are a lot of people who will be discussing about share market, the stock trading, etc. And a lot of people will be claiming that they have benefited from these applications, they have benefited from the lessons learned in this kind of online activities, and ultimately a person after interacting with a lot of other unknown people, they decide to invest in that applications in share market. So once suppose I am investing in that share market, I should know the basics of share market. I have to have an Demat account. Without even going through the proper procedure, I just start paying into that applications. Once I start pay, the application will be showing that my money is growing. So my money is growing and it has reached suppose 20% profit or 30% profit. Once we see that 30% profit of the money invested, we start investing more. So in that process, virtually my money is growing. So, and without suspecting anything, we start telling to our friends that I have invested and my money is growing. So 2 or 3 of my friends will also be interested to pay their money. In that process, the chain will become longer.
Right.
More investors will come into that application. Now, at some point of time, suppose I have invested 50 lakhs and they are showing that my money has become 3 crore. At that point of time, suppose I want to withdraw that money, because till that I was getting to know about the virtual increase of that money. There was no physical money. The moment I want to withdraw that, some applications they disappear. I cannot contact anyone.
So your money is gone finally.
And some applications, they say you have to pay more money to get the profited amount. So at that point of time, some people decide to approach the
police
investigating agency.
But by the time it is too late. Now, I was talking about the the Guwahati doctor who lost 3 crore 97 lakhs and before he finally approached the police, and fortunately he got 42 lakhs back.
I'll tell you why. How come we could help those kind of people? The moment somebody approaches her regarding a financial fraud in cyber related activities, the first thing we do is that which is the first account to which you paid. We immediately
put on hold.
We immediately approach the concerned bank through the nodal point given by that bank to keep that account on freeze. If this person is lucky enough and provided that account has some kind of balance, that balance can be taken back to the victim's account with the support of the court order. Police cannot take back the money on its own. We approach the court. Court gives an order to the concerned bank, directing the bank to return the money from that particular account to the victim's account. So, a lot of people are lucky in that sense, but in most cases, the moment money is credited to the cyber criminal's account, immediately within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, the money is transferred to multiple accounts.
Yes. Now, I know you have another engagement. I'll let you go in a short while. Now, for any cyber crime or any cyber fraud, there is a national helpline number 1930. Now, but would you agree today that not many people are aware? There is more awareness necessary to give the people know that they have to immediately dial 1930. But there is not much awareness about this number.
In fact,
helpline number.
In fact, the only way to escape this kind of attempt by the cyber criminals is awareness. First thing is that we should not get into any kind of conversation with unknown people over phone regarding financial activities. We should not accept any call which talks about making payment in some unknown platform. And if somebody asks money by claiming that he is this or that person, it is always better to cross-check physically by approaching that particular office. Suppose if it is a PDCL office, we should approach the PDCL office to find out whether this call is from that particular office or not. Now see, there is a new trend of activities which have been observed in cyberspace. Giving my own example, suppose there is a particular number, unknown number, from that particular number a call will come claiming to be Diganta Bora, and the voice of that speaker will be exactly replica of my voice. So this has been done through artificial intelligence. So if anyone gets a call from Diganta Bora, then it is always better to personally contact Diganta Bora officially and find out whether it was me or not. So without cross verifying, please do not make any payment. Second one, the most important issue which has been going on for the last 2-3 days, it is stock trading. So a lot of our gullible people have lost their hard-earned money only because of the greed. In normal financial market, there is a particular rate of return or assured return by these financial institutions. But those investors who have invested in this kind of fictitious or fake trading centers, they were promised an astronomical rate of return like 120% or 130% annually. So
which is actually ridiculous.
Exactly, which is unbelievable. So a lot of our even educated people have fallen into that trap of getting an easy money within a very short period of time, and ultimately they have lost their hard-earned money. And this is mind it, investigating agency only investigates a particular offense. We investigate, we collect evidence, and we submit our charge sheet to the court for trial, which will finally end up punishing the offender if it is proved in the court. But police will never collect or recover the money and distribute back to the victims.
Absolutely.
It is not the investigating agency's job.
Absolutely. Mr. Diganta Bora, the Police Commissioner of Guwahati, thank you very much indeed for coming to the studios. This is basically an awareness program that we are creating for our people so that they do not fall prey to such scamsters. I will take a short break, don't go away. Joining me from New Delhi will be Subimal Bhattacharjee, Head of Technology Division Share and Cyber Security Policy Advisor. He is joining me from Noida actually, and I am also having joined by Rajesh Dua, founder Neo Stocks and stock market expert, also joining me from Noida. I'll be back after this very, very short commercial break.
প্ৰকাশ পালে ছেপ্টেম্বৰ মাহৰ আইনা জীৱনৰ অতি শীঘ্ৰেই আপোনাৰ কপিটো সংগ্ৰহ কৰক।
হাত ধুই আহোঁ ৰ'বা। চাবোনৰ ঠাইত হেণ্ডৱাছ? মোহনৰ প্ৰমোচন হৈ গ'ল নেকি?
স্যাভলন হ্যান্ড ওয়াশটো আমার সদায় চলে।
মাত্ৰ 10 টকাতে 200 ml হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ বনাওক। স্যাভলন পাউডাৰ টু জেল হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ জনছৰ প্ৰবচাই মান বঢ়ায়।
RCF दालमिया सीमेंट है RCF एक्सपर्ट यानी रूफ कॉलम और फाउंडेशन एक्सपर्ट। दालमिया सीमेंट RCF स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग।
সম্পূৰ্ণ নিকা পদ্ধতিৰে ঠিকাভিত্তিক শিক্ষকসকলৰ প্ৰায় 24,000 শিক্ষকৰ চাকৰি নিয়মীয়া হ'বলৈ গৈ আছে।
মই যোৱা 12 বছৰৰ পৰা চাকৰি কৰি আছো এজ এ কন্ট্ৰেক্চুৱেল টিচাৰ আছিলো। 12 বছৰ পিছত এটা স্থায়ী নিযুক্তিত অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত হলো।
शिक्षकों का जो परमानेंट पोस्ट उन्होंने दिया है, इसके लिए पूरा शिक्षक समाज उनको बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त और धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करता है।
ডক্টৰ হিমন্ত বিশ্ব শৰ্মাদেৱ আৰু আমাৰ শিক্ষামন্ত্ৰী মহোদয় ডক্টৰ ৰণোজ পেগুক অশেষ ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো।
মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী শ্ৰীযুত হিমন্ত বিশ্ব শৰ্মা ডাঙৰীয়াক ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো।
ৰাজনৈতিক পৰিৱেশত আমি এটা নিকা শিক্ষক নিযুক্তিৰ বাবে সংঘৰ্ষ কৰিছিলোঁ। সুপ্ৰিম কোৰ্টলৈকে গৈ গুৱাহাটী হাইকোৰ্টৰ প্ৰায় 500টাতকৈও অধিক গোচৰ একেলগে আমি নিষ্পত্তি কৰি আনিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছিলোঁ। স্থায়ীভাৱে নিযুক্তি পোৱা 23,955 জন শিক্ষকক আমি যদি হিচাপত লওঁ তেতিয়াহ'লে 2021 চনৰ পৰা ৰাজ্য চৰকাৰৰ আমাৰ কৰ্মচাৰীৰ সংখ্যাত 1,24,345 জন চৰকাৰী কৰ্মচাৰী লিপিবদ্ধ।
অসম চৰকাৰৰ স্বাস্থ্য বিভাগ, মেডিকেল এডুকেশ্যন ৰিচাৰ্চ ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট আৰু শ্ৰীমন্ত শংকৰদেৱা ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছে আগবঢ়াইছে 3টাকৈ সুকীয়া পাঠ্যক্ৰম। বেচেলৰ ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি, বেচেলৰ অফ ফিজিঅ'থেৰাপি আৰু ডিপ্ল'মা ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি। অত্যাধুনিক লেবৰেটৰীৰ সুবিধা আৰু অভিজ্ঞ ফেকাল্টিৰে শিক্ষাদান কৰা নীলাচল এডুকেশ্যন ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন ট্ৰাষ্টৰ অধীনত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ পাঠ্যক্ৰমসমূহৰ নামভৰ্তি চলি আছে। যোগাযোগৰ ঠিকনা নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ, গোটানগৰ, জালুকবাৰী, অপজিট ইণ্ডিয়ান অইল পেট্ৰল পাম্প, নেশ্যনেল হাইৱে 37, গুৱাহাটী।
Okay, welcome back. I'm now joined by Mr. Subimal Bhattacharjee. He's a cyber security policy advisor. He's the head of technology division share. And I'm also joined by Mr. Rajesh Dua. He's the founder of Neo Stocks and a stock market expert. Gentlemen, welcome to this show. In the last couple of days, Assam has been rocked by several scams involving cyber fraud, both cyber scams, cyber fraud as well as stock broking scams. Now, let me go to you, Mr. Rajesh Dua, if you can hear me. Mr. Dua, several people have been arrested, and they were promising the people minimum of 30% returns. They were taking money in small amounts, gaining the confidence of the investors, giving them returns, and then slowly, once the confidence is gained, they collected huge amounts of money, and then those apps, the application systems which were used, they suddenly disappeared from the cyberspace, and they could not contact anybody. So people have been, their estimates vary between 3,000 to 700 crores in Assam particularly. Now, can anybody really, assure 30%, 40% returns? Can anybody give such an assurance in stock broking?
Well, firstly, I would say no. It's absolute no. Whenever anyone who claims to provide the returns, can you hear me?
Yes.
Anyone who claims to provide the returns somewhere in the bracket of 10% or 30% per month, it's not possible. If that guy would have been doing it, he would be the richest person in the world. It's possible, right? So the modus operandi of how this happens has already been explained earlier in the program. I would rather focus more on how to not get into such traps.
Yes.
Firstly, you have to get rid of the greed. There is no system in the world who can give you instant money and faster. It's not possible. Stocks trading does appear as very lucrative because there are thousands of videos on YouTube, on social media, which claim that they're making good money, they're making decent money, they follow this strategy, etc., etc. But in reality, if you see, SEBI is our regulator. They have the absolute data with them, and they tell everyone that 90% of the traders lose their money. It's only 10%, and these 10% are basically institutions. So just imagine 90% people losing the money, and still if somebody calls up and they say they have got a good strategy and you should invest in them, do not do it. There is nothing as such which can provide you decent returns. Secondly is that when it comes to the stocks trading, I would rather like to tell the viewers, don't trust anyone, except it's a bank or a SEBI registered institution. Rather, spend a lot of time in learning the art of stocks trading. First thing. Second one, if anyone talks about, you download this app and you deposit the money and you'll see your returns, etc., do not do it. The money in your demat account, which is provided by the broker, the money is safe there, not anywhere else, if you're into stocks trading. So do not push the money in anybody's account or any other app's account. That's the second thing which I would want to say as an awareness to the user.
Yeah.
Thirdly, do not fall prey to any Telegram channels. I see it every day. I mean, the moment you talk about stocks trading, anywhere on social media, thousands of channels will start adding you. They will start finding your numbers or your email addresses. They will start adding you, and you'll find yourself into a group on WhatsApp or on Telegram, which is the most notorious one, that you'll suddenly find yourself into a group which you don't even know. And there are hundreds of people talking about how they were benefited, they made a good money, and then somebody is talking about some strategy, etc. So this is an organized crime. They lure people into such conversations where they lure people to invest some money and to work with them. So earlier it was being said that do not fall prey to it. Okay. Do not any group which is not known to you, which is promising something, don't do it.
Right. Let me turn to Mr. Subimal Bhattacharya, one of the leading cyber security experts. Mr. Subimal Bhattacharya, you know, we have given two examples of two other types of crimes that's happening in Guwahati, in Assam rather. Now, what we are seeing is that suddenly the parents will get a call saying that if it is a son, they said that, oh, your son has raped somebody and he's in the police station, you have to pay this amount of money. And if it is a girl, if it is a daughter, then the parents will get a call that your daughter is in police station in our custody, and that she is involved in some drug trafficking and this and that. And as the police commissioner was in the studios with me, said that there was a father who just paid 85 lakh rupees even without making a call to his son. Now, is it so easy? Can't these people be tracked down? Don't they fear that the police will ultimately get to them? They will be tracked. How do they get the guts to do these kind of things again and again?
Yeah, thank you, Wasbir. I think Mr. Diganta Bora explained very clearly a lot of the cyber crimes happening in Assam, but it is not only restricted to Assam, all across the country.
Yes.
Such kind of scams are going on in a very large scale. In fact, if I may tell you, the National Cybercrime Portal as well as the 1930 helpline number on a daily basis receives 60,000 to 70,000 cases. And of course, most of them are the digital fraud cases, but a significant of them are just this kind of cases where, you know, parents or, you know, some women would have come and trapped a man, and so just to save his reputation, he keeps on paying on and on. So these things are continuing. The question that you asked about, don't they fear, or where is it that they are not able to be tracked, despite everyone knowing that these cases are happening rampantly, growing and across the country. So all the efforts from the different police forces in the country, and mind you, law enforcement is a state subject. Although as far as cyber is concerned, the Union Home Ministry actually in 2019 set up the I4C, which of course not only handles that portal and the complaint repository, and then it passes on to the states. But what has been noticed is that the system has not been able to cope up to the extent of crime that is proliferating, and there is of course a time element in which these people operate, and by the time, you know, people who, you know, are become gullible, or even very educated people get trapped into such kind of thing, because it seems that it is real, you know, psychologically you are trapped by these fellows, because they run these criminal syndicates in such a manner that they do a lot of training, and they know where to play with your emotions, where to play, you know, with your bank account and other personal details.
Now, Mr. Bhattacharya, yeah, Mr. Bhattacharya, you know, lack of awareness, do you think that is one of the primary reason? Because we have given example of a doctor who has been duped of rupees 3 crore 97 lakhs in this stockbroking scam, because he has invested that kind of money. And when he wanted to redeem this money, or sorry, he wanted to book the profit, then only he realized that, you know, those people were nowhere to be found.
No, I think Mr. Dua has very clearly mentioned, you know, that when you go to stockbroking, how you have to conduct yourself. Unless you have some basic knowledge, you cannot trust anyone to give a money, you know, and that is the intent of SEBI also, to take away the financial influencers, you know, influencers that they are called. There has been a drastic action even now. But so as our people are, particularly in Assam, you know, people are very gullible. People try to trust. People give to all this kind of nonsense greed.
So awareness is the key. Yes. Let me quickly turn to once again to Mr. Rajesh Dua. Mr. Dua, you know, let's go to Mr. Dua. Mr. Dua, you know, one of the persons arrested on charges of indulging in stockbroking scam, like the other people who have been arrested here. he was running an institute, a swanky institute. He was charging fee, and there were people from all over the state and the northeastern region who were taking classes how to do stockbroking. Now a lot of people are saying that without clearance you cannot run a school or an institute like that.
Well, there are two things to it, and I will tell you that this is another modus operandi of many people. Running a school is not an issue. That is not a problem. The problem comes in that when you run a school and you try to manage funds. So this falls in the category of managing the funds. So it's very easy for the students to fall prey to the teacher who's teaching them. Well, he can always say that, guys, this looks very difficult, so don't worry, I already do it. We have this division. So why don't you come up with some money and deposit in this division with an assured returns? So this is the modus operandi, and there are different kind of institutes. Those who are honest in doing this, they don't realize that stocks trading is a very risky game. You cannot be winner at all the times.
Yeah.
You may be a loser as well. No one can predict the market. So when they lose the money, that's where they get into that trap. This is one category. The second category is like the case that you were telling. They had a swanky school. They would have hired nice teachers, everything, collected the money, and one night, well, what's the money count that we have? Maybe runs into crores. Let's run. Who will come after us? So one thing that I want to tell the viewers is that do not give your hard-earned money to anyone with this greed that you will get an assured return. Nobody would give you a assured return. One, that you must learn yourself, right? Two, if you want to trade only in your demat account.
Yeah.
Three, anybody would ask you about your demat account or TOTPs and passwords, etc. Do not give it. It is strictly illegal by SEBI also. They are also very clear. They say don't share it with anyone. So you have to it's you who is responsible for your money, nobody else, because there's thousands of people sitting out there who are willing to take the money away. The most easiest possible way, right? So it is an individual who has to be aware that I will not give money to anyone. If I have to do any activity with my money, it has to be in my account by me. That these are things that I would like to really emphasize on. And yes, there is nothing called as an assured returns in stocks trading market. I mean,
absolutely.
I've been into stocks trading for a long years.
The takeaway, that big takeaway from what Mr. Dua is saying is that there is nothing called an assured returns as far as the stock market or stock trading is concerned. Nobody can predict. You may be making profits at one point. You may just the very next moment your stocks may crash and you may lose a lot of money. That is the big takeaway. And do your trading only through your demat accounts, and do not give passwords and other things related to your demat account or any account for that matter to anyone, because as Mr. Dua said, we alone are responsible for our money, because there are a lot of people on the prowl. Finally, Mr. Subimal Bhattacharjee, you said a very important thing. 60,000 to 17,000 cases are received every day in that national cybercrime portal. But that very helpline number 1930, lot of people still don't know the existence of this helpline number. They're not aware of this.
Yeah, I think across the country, the police forces have to take a big role with maybe resident welfare associations to all kinds of platforms. All educational institutions have to be made alert about it. But Wasbir, I also want to add to the 60 to 70,000 story that from financial year 22-23, where you had 6,700 digital frauds cases, in the next year 23-24, it came up to 29,000, and the thumb rule of recovery is just about 12%. So for 100 rupees that is gone to cybercrime, even if you are complaining and all in time and follow that, only 12.5 rupees is coming. So this is a big worry that where it is. So the I4C now has something known as the Citizen Financial Cyber Fraud Reporting and Management System, CFC RMS, that has integrated the law enforcement agencies, the Reserve Bank, the financial intermediary, everyone is there. And in real-time basis, they go and now track. But yet, I think there is a lot of work to be done at the local police level also.
Right.
To be able to stop things in time.
Absolutely. I'm running out of time, and we will have a discussion once again sooner than later, and there is a lot to talk about I4C, what you are talking about, Mr. Subimal Bhattacharjee. At the end of the day, I'd like to thank both my panelists for giving this very, very useful information to our viewers. At the end of the day, the money is yours, viewer. You have to be extremely careful. You cannot be gullible, and you cannot later blame that, oh, I have lost my money, because you need to be careful, because cyber criminals are on the prowl, and some smart Alex are up there trying to grab your money, like these people who have promised 30 to 100% returns in the stockbroking, and which, as our experts have said, no one can guarantee any returns whatsoever when you do a trading in stocks. So we have learned a lot today. I would like to thank my panelists, the police commissioner and the two experts, Mr. Subimal Bhattacharjee, Rajesh Dua, and thanks the viewers for watching the program. Good night and goodbye.
স্বাস্থ্য বিভাগ, মেডিকেল এডুকেশ্যন ৰিচাৰ্চ ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট আৰু শ্ৰীমন্ত শংকৰদেৱা ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছে আগবঢ়াইছে তিনিটাকৈ সুকীয়া পাঠ্যক্ৰম: বেচেলৰ ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি, বেচেলৰ অফ ফিজিঅ'থেৰাপি আৰু ডিপ্ল'মা ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি। অত্যাধুনিক লেবৰেটৰীৰ সুবিধা আৰু অভিজ্ঞ ফেকাল্টিৰে শিক্ষাদান কৰা নীলাচল এডুকেশ্যন ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন ট্ৰাষ্টৰ অধীনত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ পাঠ্যক্ৰমসমূহৰ নামভৰ্তি চলি আছে। যোগাযোগৰ ঠিকনা: নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ, গোটানগৰ, জালুকবাৰী, অপজিট ইণ্ডিয়ান অইল পেট্ৰল পাম্প, নেশ্যনেল হাইৱে 37, গুৱাহাটী।
RCF दालमिया सीमेंट है RCF एक्सपर्ट, यानी रूफ, कॉलम और फाउंडेशन एक्सपर्ट। दालमिया सीमेंट, RCF स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग।
आईना जीवन दर्पण অন্তৰৰ বিশ্লেষণ আইনা দৃষ্টি সন্তৰ্পণ আইনা অন্তহীন
প্ৰকাশ পালে ছেপ্টেম্বৰ মাহৰ আইনা জীৱনৰ। অতি শীঘ্ৰেই আপোনাৰ কপিটো সংগ্ৰহ কৰক।
Eight states at your fingertips. The real voice of the region. Watch Northeast Live. Your station, your voice.